Alright, so you want to add emotes, but you also want to know, hey, what if the emote has like an intro animation or loops but has specific stuff? There are two different ways Fortnite does this. Either they use an intro animation or they use one animation and just loop it at a certain point. So if I start here, you can see the character does that and then they jump. And you can see they do all this and then it goes back into the jump, which looks like it's probably frame 83. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and make sure I line this up. So what you want to do is you want to basically find the frame that Fortnite roughly just copied or slightly altered. So I'm gonna go try 82. I think it's 81. Yeah, 314. Yeah, see that? See how I just jumped that many frames? So 81. So the way I can make this a perfectly smooth animation, that's not 81, is I'm going to go and split it between 82. Because think about it like this. If this were to loop, so let me put the start to 82 and not 81. So that way, also, by the way, set your FPS to 30 when exporting emotes for VRC. So, it's doing the thing. Shaboy. That was a fun lag spike. There we go. But basically, so you want this transition to be smooth, so you find the frame where it's like exact, because if you put it at 81, it will kind of have like a slight stutter. So I'm going to basically go to where I just set it, to where the emote repeats and where everything before it is the intro. And I'm going to separate it since it's one animation. Split. I'm actually gonna... Yeah, I think I can just export it like this. Let me just make sure I'm recording my whole screen. Okay, okay. I'm trying to be fast with this because Discord is really fun. Mine emote. I'm just gonna throw this in my downloads. Alright, I got Unity open. I tested it earlier with this guy. I tried it with Squat Kick. It uses an intro animation and then a looping one. And it worked pretty fine. So I'm of course going to drag in that FBX. Alright. Okay, so mine emote. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set it to humanoid, configure it exactly how you have your avatar being configured. Luckily, I'm using the same exact rig from every one of these. So, it just makes it easier so I can just copy over from another one. So I used squat intro. And so since it's the same exact bones and mesh, it'll be like, oh, no issues. Now that it's set to humanoid, I'm going to open it up and look at the different animations. So that right there, that's the loop, or that's the intro, and I'm assuming this is the loop. And this one is the full thing. So yeah, we're gonna control D this and this. I'm gonna quickly just name this one mine intro, just so I can have it easy distinguish between them. And then I'm going to call this one mine loop. So for mine loop, I'm going to, of course, set it to loop time. You only want to do that if it loops. So since, for example, mine intro doesn't loop, it plays once, we're not going to enable that. But instead, we're going to turn on root transform rotation, set all of the things to original, and check all of these boxes. So, because that's what I did for the other one. That makes it where it basically takes how the animation was on the rig it was imported with, rather than these. So basically, it looks more accurate. Now, I'm gonna go to his menu, and I'm gonna quickly just add a new controller or new button toggle. I'm gonna call it mine. Make it a toggle. I'm gonna set this to VRC emote, and I'm gonna make it 4. Okay, so the way you do this is, or the way I have it set up, I should really rename this actually. Squat intro. Don't mind me. Mine. So the way you do this is you go down and you basically take one of these and you copy one and add it in. So you're going to make a transition from your prepare standing, and you're going to make a transition to another one, but also connected to the blend out state. So you're going to take this, transition it to here, and transition it to here. And then also transition this one to here. Looks confusing, but don't worry. I'll explain it in a moment. So, the way I've been testing it is, you do the usual thing. Has exit time, I turned it off. Transition duration, turn off. Of course, add VRC emote equals, and then we said 4, so I'm putting 4. But for the blending out, so let me just replace this with mine intro. Since this is the intro animation, it goes to it first. It then will go to the next one after it's done playing. And the reason I also made this connection here is because let's say we cancel the emote before it gets to this one. If you don't have this one right here, you'd have to wait for that entire animation to finish for it to then be canceled. So adding 2 connections basically makes it where you can just stop whenever you want, or not have to wait. But for here, we are going to have exit time on. I'm actually going to change this to like 0.001 second. Hey, future Snoopy here. Yeah, don't do that. Do not set it to 0.001. Set it to 0. I ran into issues because I decided to change something that worked and I broke it. So yeah, set it to 0. Do not put it to 0.001. Yeah. All right, back to the video. And for this one, 0.001 second. I could probably have it at 0, and that's like fine, but I'm just not. But I'm gonna turn off exit time for its full exit animation. Don't forget to actually add the VRC emotes. So okay, so for blending out, we're going to do not equal, because that's integers for you. That's equals, whoops. And then for this one, we're going to set it to equals, because, yeah, the reason we have has exit time enabled, even though we're essentially giving it no exit time. Oh yeah, jump cut by the way, because remember how I said don't set it to 0.001? Yeah, well it broke it, of course, and I had to skip over a couple of good bits where I was just troubleshooting it, and we're gonna be like, alright, where's the mistake? And basically all that I changed was just everything back to 0, but I ain't at that part yet, you'll see. I'm just gonna show the part where the reason to show the wrong animation is because I didn't set the loop animation to the right one, so yeah, do that. Ah, there it is. I've been goofed. So I forgot to replace this one with the loop animation. So I'm gonna go set that to 0. So has exit time, yes, but 0. No exit time. We lie into it, which is okay. Yeah, okay, yeah. Have it at 0. Yeah, okay. Maybe. And it was at this moment I realized I had messed up exporting the animation from Blender. Like an idiot. Ah, shoes! So I messed up the, oh. I'm going to delete this since we have this animation. I just need the loop, so I'm going to, of course, drag this to the end. And set it, the end, of course, to when it ends. So it looks like 232. Oh man, I'm just like, man! I'm dropping the ball a little. I wasn't expecting it to break, but then again, I kind of fumbled with it when I shouldn't have. So, yeah. Alright, I think you know the routine at this point. Blah, blah, blah. Did the wrong animation. Blah, blah, blah. Export FBX, import it, fix the armature, control D the animation, do all the stuff to fix the animation, and oh man, look at that, we fixed it! I'm just gonna replace this. Alright. Alright! Oh, am I in play mode? Oh no. So I think what I did... Yeah, there we go. Alright, cool, we did it. Let me just not be in play mode when I do that. Alright, boom. So yeah, make sure you don't do what I did earlier. But yeah, it works! Hooray! Alright, show boy.